Hello everyone, I'm Havoc, and this is Minecraft All the Mods 6. We are back at it yet again today. You'll see our boat over there in the distance looking beautiful in the bay, and we have a project for today. So, if we look at some stuff here, you'll see I am wearing a backpack. Let me show you that. First of all, large backpack. The thing's amazing. So, it's just some leather and wool. Each stage you just add more leather and wool down and then a piece of string. Super easy. Let me show you how big this thing is. This is how big this large backpack is. It's crazy. The very first one you make with the string, the 4 leather and 4 wool, isn't too awful big. But upgrading it, absolutely worth it. Look at this. So, I brought a bunch of stuff over here kind of in my inventory, and then I have picked up a few things while I'm over here. I'm just going to move those out because we have some projects in mind for today. Mainly, one project is I've done a lot of processing the ores over there with that hand crank grindstone, and I'm done with that. I've had my fun. It's time to let the system work for us. You know, I should have brought a bed over here now that I'm thinking about it. It's going to get dark. But we are going to work on Mekanism. That's the mod that I am choosing to get started in right now. And the first thing we're going to need to do is make a heat generator and then a metallurgic infuser after that. So the heat generator is some iron, some planks, a little bit of osmium, a furnace, and some copper. Did I bring a furnace? Sure did. Iron. I am going to grab a bed from the boat because getting attacked and murdered over here by random things doesn't sound good to me. Luckily, we didn't move that far away from our little boat that we can't run over here and do this. I do not want to be in the way of my colony, which will be expanding in this direction. So I went over there in order to be in a safe spot. Let's see. I don't necessarily want to rip one of these beds up though. I wonder if I have some wool left over. One piece? Ouch. I had some brown wool. 3 brown wool. We'll just make a brown bed and that'll be wonderful. Because I think that's how that works. If all 3 pieces of the wool are brown, it's going to end up being brown, maybe? Yeah, sure. Brown bed over for our Mekanism area. I'll take it. So that sounded like a drowned. Or maybe it's just the fish. I absolutely love the fish in this. It's crazy. There's a mod called aquaculture, which adds even more life to underwater. There's already Minecraft 1.16 is just blowing me out of the water. All of the amazing things. And then you have mods that complement that too. Amazing. I absolutely love it. I'm going to have a lot of fun in the water. Definitely. Right now I'm still in the let's just get started phase. And I really want to get ore duplication as soon as possible. And where I don't have to sit there and right click on a hand crank forever. So let's just throw that bed down right there. I can sleep at it, set my respawn point. So here's the thing, right? We know we're going to need copper. We're going to need some planks. I wonder if we can get away with using these holly planks. I'm going to bring out some oak wood just in case we have to have that as well. Let's drop our crafting bench. In fact, let's move our chest over by the crafting bench and check to see if we can make the crafting station. That's right, it's a tinker's thing. What a shame. It's okay. We will have us an AE network before you know it. We just have to get some power up and running. And the power is going to require us to craft a heat generator. Like I said before, okay, we're missing the osmium. It takes some planks, takes a little bit of copper, and boom. I'll say, you could definitely do it out of the holly planks. I want to use those where I can. I think I'm going to want 2 of these because they don't really produce a whole lot of power per tick, I don't think. But they're really cool. So This right here is a basic fluid tank from Mekanism, from Mekanism, and it just takes 4 iron and 4 redstone, and it's absolutely amazing. It holds 14 buckets worth, but you can use it like a bucket. You can press, for this mod pack and for my controls, in, and you can use it as a bucket or not a bucket. So right now bucket mode is off, so I can right click and place it in the world. However, if I were to put it in bucket mode again by pressing in, I can shift right click and place lava. Oh boy, we're about to start a fire. So if I just right click again, this is great right here. This was a genius idea that I had. That lava's gonna flow down and gonna catch stuff on fire over here. Let's just preemptively take care of that. No one saw that. It's nothing to worry about. So yeah, you could use this thing as if it were a bucket, which is wonderful. And now that I'm looking at this, let's just give us a tiny bit of space here where there aren't so many burnables right around this area. It's weird. Why did it dig into this a little bit when I was cutting the other tree down? Yep, that's fun. Got to love weird things you're not expecting. It's okay though. Let's just hop up here because I want to get the top of this tree. I do not like having the tops of trees just... Of course. I'm sitting here saying I don't want the top of the tree floating, and it leaves a few blocks. You know what? I don't see those. I don't know that they're there. You don't either. You saw nothing. Moving along. Because the reason I want these trees out of the way is we are about to use some lava with these heat generators for our power. It's passive, it's pretty darn slow, but it works. And you know what? Once I set it up, it'll just run. I will chunk load this area and we will run and get some power. But in the meantime, right, so I'm going to need to put it somewhere where I can control the lava flow. So it has to be something along the lines of this. And we'll need a block there. And then the same thing we can do pretty close together in case I want to add a third on eventually. We will just add these last few right in here. So the reason I did it like that is that I can, that's a burnable block, and I guess that's going to have to work, or I could just use a couple of furnaces. We're going to place our heat generator right, that's not where I clicked, I don't think, right here, there we go, and right here. And these work by having a heat source around them. The best one that I know of is lava. And for every side that the heat source touches, the more power these produce. So you obviously have to get the power out of one side, so you want the other 5 sides to be touching lava. So we're going to put these items here in order to prevent the lava from flowing down the front. But then we're going to put this right like so, and it's going to flow down, around, and underneath both of what? Excuse me? I think I'm a little confused right now. There we go. All right, we're going to take that. I don't know what happened with that first bit. There's lava in that block where the heat generator is. Is that a thing? That... Okay. Hey, you know what? I don't necessarily think that counts towards giving it more power, but we're going to go with it. I'll take that. I don't know if that's a bug, a feature, or just something weird and quirky, but you know what? It's okay. Now, what we need to do here, we need redstone and some iron, which redstone and iron I definitely have. Again, let's get some of this clutter out of the inventory from things that I've had to pick up here. And we need what's called a metallurgic infuser. This is going to be incredibly important in making other items. And we're going to put it just right in front of it, and it will output the power straight to the machine. So this is what I need to do here. I need to make steel, right? Because I need basic universal cables, and I need a basic energy cube. Now, the basic energy cube requires steel, and then the basic energy cables require steel. Well, in Mekanism, steel is made... What am I burning down? I knew it was going to happen. I knew it. Oh, I'm surprised this isn't on fire. Hold on here. Okay, let's just go ahead and clean up a little bit. At least I'm standing here and can hear the fire and stop it before it burns down a huge area. I'm going to need to probably encase that in some, I guess, cobblestone for now, just to prevent a catastrophe. And I have brought some cobblestone over. This is all we're going to do for right now. I'm going to leave the front not really messed with. Let's not fall into the lava. Okay. I believe that will help shield things a little bit. So, as I was saying, we need to get steel, and with Mekanism, steel is made through steel grit, or steel dust from Mekanism. And this is produced by running enriched iron through a metallurgic infuser with carbon in it, 10 millibuckets of carbon. Now you get the enriched iron from running iron through here with 10 millibuckets of coal or carbon. So if I take one coal and put it here, I get 10 carbon. So if I need to make an energy cube and the basic universal cable, I had to think about the name for a second, then I remembered I could just hover over it. I'm going to need 2 steel here, and then I'm going to need 4 steel here. I need at least 6 steel, which means I need at least 12 put into here, or 120, so 120 millibuckets, and then we're going to need 6 iron ran through here, and these are a bit loud. You can get muffling upgrades for them to make them less quiet, but I actually really appreciate the sounds of the machines from the Mekanism mod. It's just done quite well. So we're going to run that through, get our enriched iron, and then we're going to run it back through and get our steel. That way we can build a basic energy cube and universal cables. Now these are just some extra redstone, and then 2 energy tablets. Going to be a little something different. We need gold, super easy to do. I've got gold. And then you need infused alloys. Infused alloys is running iron through here with redstone instead of that carbon. So I'm going to need 1, 2, 3, 4 of them. So I will need 4 redstone and 4 iron run through here. I hear fire again. Interesting. Maybe I need to put some cobble down. Uh-oh. I hear you, angry little zombie. I'm going to sleep, as I have let it sneak up and become night on me. There we go. Yeah. Oh boy, y'all are gonna try and catch me on fire. Stay back. Why are there so many zombies? What is going on here? Good, perfect. Burn up. And this is a plague doctor from the rats mod, which is really awesome. Are your rats under the ground here, buddy? Oh, no, here they are. Are y'all eating my... Ooh, leads. He broke his leads. I'll take those. Absolutely. Rats are really interesting. You can do a lot with them. I have not messed with them, and I know they can do a lot of things similar to sort of what the golems used to do from Thaumcraft, which unfortunately is not in this mod pack. Kind of sad, but that's okay. Let's Again, I keep picking up things and cluttering my inventory. It's a constant struggle until you get a system up and running. So, yeah, sorry, buddy, your leads are mine now. Oh, what? You're holding some of my hollies. Okay, we traded. You can have some of the berries, and I'll keep the leads. Fair trade. Okay. So, we need to get the steel dust, and then we need to cook the steel dust. Luckily, I brought a whole bunch of furnaces over here, and we can just take that and throw it in, get it cooking. As soon as this is finished, there'll be no more carbon in here, and we can put our redstone in to process through here. Now, there is a way to dump right here. You can dump whatever material is in here if you have a little tiny bit left over that you don't need. You hit that button and it dumps the tank so you can put a different resource in. Those rats are noisy. They're just making all kinds of noises. Goodness. I almost kind of want to kill them now. Just to be done with them. Alright, and we can make our cables by putting a little bit of redstone in there. You get the basic universal cables, and this is a power cable. So that will transfer energy. And then next up we're going to need glass from out of here. Out of our lovely, wonderful backpack. We're going to need these because we're going to have to make 2 energy tablets, and then the basic energy cube. Oh, need my extra steel. So we need steel casing, and then we use that steel casing, the 2 energy tablets, a little bit extra iron and redstone. You get a basic energy cube. Now we can drop down this cable here and hook it up like so. And I'm probably going to just kind of stretch this out along here. If I put this down... Okay, hold on. We need a little bit of this on the other end. So we're going to produce power right from those two. Did that burn up? Of course it did. Let me stand on top of this one, because what I want to do is have those two dump power into this, which they're absolutely doing that, and then we are going to take power out, right, because everything is input, the front is output. So I'm just going to put these cables, that's going to create a loop. We'll do it like this. You know what? It'll be okay. I'm going to be moving all of this eventually anyways. But what I want to do is get that set up, because now I can come in here and put my metallurgic infuser here, and it's powered, because I'm going to need more than one of these, because I want to get more of our steel. So we're going to go ahead and do, let's see, we'll do 4 at a time though. I'm going to need another steel casing because I need to make an enrichment chamber. And so I need one of those steel casings, that's 4 steel, and then a basic control unit, which is redstone, 20 millibuckets of redstone combined with osmium in order to make the basic control circuit. So I'm going to need 2, 3, 4 redstone dust and 2 osmium to make those, as well as, I didn't put enough in there, as well as our steel here. So we can go ahead and make another infuser here and drop it down here, and this one can be for our redstone and this one can be for our carbon. Now I have a decent storage of power right here, and then I have these running. They're getting the power out of our heat generators, storing it there. They can also be powered directly by the heat generators. if these are running, but they can also be powered out of this, which is perfect. Now what I want to do is get our enrichment chamber up so I can show you exactly how this works. And then I'm also going to want an energized smelter, so I will want more steel. We can make use of these furnaces. I was going to say they're temporary, but you know what? They're here. Might as well use them. Here are our 2 basic control units. I'm going to want 1, 2, 3, 4 more steel. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leave that running. We can cook this up. You are just aggravating. It's like the, what's it called? The wandering trader or traveling trader? I think it's the wandering trader that shows up with the llamas or alpacas. I have not played a whole lot of the current version of Minecraft, if you can't tell or whatnot. I have a little bit of knowledge, but not a wealth of knowledge. I have a wealth of knowledge on older versions of Minecraft. So, it's probably one of the reasons I'm super excited about this mod pack and getting around to it. Minecraft itself is pretty much new to me, as well as a lot of these new mods. So, enrichment chamber. Go. We are using a little bit more iron, redstone, and those basic control units, and you get an enrichment chamber. This thing is great. So if I drop this thing down, it's going to get power. And let's see, I have some ore. Beforehand, I put 1 ore into the little grindstone over there, spend 15 to 20 seconds holding right click at the top of it, and it would make 2 dust. Now, I put it in here, and look, 2 dust. I didn't have to sit here and hold right click. It just runs. And we can make a little bit more steel and then make our smelter, our energized smelter. This takes a little bit of glass, which I have. Okay, so it's going to take 2 more basic control units, which we don't have. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's put 2 more osmium in. And a little bit more steel here, and then we'll be able to smelt with power, which we are getting essentially for free now. From now on, these things are always going to be producing more power. And I do need to chunk load the area. Claimed chunks. I'll simply do a little something like this and force load this area. And this will slowly fill this up. This isn't the best energy cube, it's just a tier 1, but it will hold enough power so that when I need to process a bunch of ores at one time, I won't run out. Another advantage of our mechanism pieces here. Let's go ahead and make a few more cables as well, now I'm thinking about it, which I'll need 2 more steel for. Is because they can be configured, I can say eject items to blue, right, which is the right hand side. So if, whoops, there's no ground under there. Well, there's ground, it's just lower. If I put another cable there and I put the smelter right here next to this and have it input, have this output to the right and the smelter input from the left, it will make this gold dust, and I can tell it just to push it right into the smelter for me. But the reason I chose to go with Mekanism is Mekanism, for a very long time, has been able to not just double your ores, but quadruple. You can take 1 ore and get 4 out, or more. Is it 4 or 5? I can't even remember now. You can essentially get a lot more out than you put in with Mekanism. 1 gold ore can turn into 4 or 5 gold ingots. Yeah, it's nighttime. I heard them drinking their potions. That's not awkward at all. Ooh. Okay. Yeah, let's get these cooked up. I can make... Did I miss something? Did I not? Oh no, I've already made it. Okay, I was about to say, did I not make 2 more basic circuits? Goodness. Nobody saw that. It's okay. Moving along. 2 steel and a redstone in between. Get our basic cables and plop it right there. So, now what I can do is side config. It's inputting from the left already. I can tell this to auto eject. And listen. It's kind of a little loud, but that's okay. I love the sounds. It immediately dumped the dust into here for me, and it's going to smelt these up. And we can take this a step further and make a chest and put the chest right here. And then I'm going to say it's outputting to the right, auto eject. Oh, look. Now, when I come up from mining, I throw my ores right here in the enrichment chamber, and they get processed doubled without me holding right click for an hour. Then they get smelted and dumped right over in here, and I don't have to worry about a thing. It just happens. I no longer need these furnaces. The beauty of these things too is that with Mekanism you can upgrade machines. So this right here just takes some more basic control units, which I am absolutely going to do. But also, let me show you a trick. 1 redstone was turning into 10 millibuckets here. If I run it through the enrichment chamber, it becomes an enriched redstone something other. Forget the name exactly. It may just be enriched redstone. Let's see. Enriched redstone. And if I put this single enriched redstone in here, you see this, it's empty right now. It goes to 80. It's worth 8 redstone dust now, which means I can do 4 of these, which will give me 4 basic control, or yeah, 4 basic control units, plus a little bit of planks and some more iron and redstone, which I have, and I can make 2 tier installers, and I can upgrade these machines and show you an even more amazing feature to Mekanism. Also, this is Mekanism 10, which I've never played on. There are so many new things that I have not seen before, including a suit of armor. I can't remember what it's called. I think it's called a mech suit because it's from Mekanism, which is absolutely amazing. I love that. Alright, let's see. I can make 2 installers. So if I shift right click, you see it changed visually. Both of them changed visually. But now if you open it up, it has 3 slots. And if I click auto sort, it will spread it out. So right here, look at that. Spreads it out, and it will process all of these at the same time, effectively tripling the speed of the machine without including any speed upgrades. I'm not quite ready to do advanced ones yet, but you can add more. There are multiple tiers. I don't know if every machine can go to ultimate. In the past, not every machine could, but I can upgrade these to have 5, 7, I believe, and then is it maybe 9 for the ultimate tier installer? I'm not sure, but you can really ramp these things up. Same thing can be done for most of the machines, such as this one. But here's the deal. This is only doubling. If I want to triple the ores, it's not that much harder. I won't be able to do it right this moment, but I did bring a few things to get prepared for it, because what we're going to do is make a sink. Right? And a sink is just made with a water bucket, some iron up here, and terracotta. And then I need to get from Mekanism, at Mekanism, their fluid pipe. Right? So not the logistical, the mechanical, right here. A mechanical pipe, which you can get a basic mechanical pipe for a bucket and a few more steel, will allow me to move fluid. I'm also going to want a configurator to control things, which is stick, lapis, infused alloy, and energy tablet. It's not very hard to come by those things, and that will allow me to do something special, because in order to triple the ores, we have to add a step. Sir, you're standing on my machines. That's just rude. Yep, I'm done with you now. Bundle of sweet-smelling herbs. Has a 10% chance to remove the plague effect. Interesting. I've also not eaten it before. So we will eat it to get the recipe. Also, the rats are getting on my nerves. Sorry, buddy. Where's the other one? Where are you? Your noisiness needs to come to an end. It's hiding. It saw the massacre and decided it wants none of it. That's alright. Well, just the one making noise, it won't bother me as much. Raw rat. Not eaten yet. Pretty gross. Okay. I got a little distracted there. But yes, it's a little bit more in depth, not a whole lot, just a little bit more in depth to get into ore tripling, but I'm going to do that here shortly. However, I think that's going to be all there is for today's episode. We have entry mechanism set up. We have free infinite power. It may be a tiny trickle, but you know what? It's free and it's running. I think, yeah, we've almost filled this basic energy cube up already, which is perfect. And we have a entry suite of mechanism machines. Now I can get to digging, bring up my ores, and not have to worry about it as much. I need to make a few more big chests and kind of put some walls around this because I'm not going to be staying on the boat. The boat's kind of like the entry level, but it's a little cramped. You know, you're walking around halls and stuff, and it's not the best. I need a working area, and that's what I've made over here. I'm going to expand this a little bit. If you guys enjoyed the video, feel free to hit that like button. I really do appreciate it. If you're enjoying the series, please let me know. I am reading your comments. Thank you for your comments. I really do appreciate that. Consider subscribing to my channel if you're not already, and I will see you all next time.